We had a wonderful 5-month trip this last summer and saw some amazing places and sights. And we wanted to share with you today the costs that we had.
Hey folks, it's good to see you again. So glad you're along for this video. We are the Redhead and the Preacher, full-time RVers from Dallas, Texas. Maybe you can tell by the traffic noise that we're back in the Dallas area. Actually, we're in Hall Park in Frisco. Want to remind you to be sure and subscribe so you'll be notified of these upcoming videos. And if you forget, just check out her t-shirt, and that says be sure and like it and subscribe. Well, we're home, but we did drive 3,305 miles on our trip. On that trip, for our diesel gasoline cost, it was $1,151. In Grand Junction City, Colorado, we got a real good deal on our diesel gas there. We spent $2.25 a gallon. We were at the city market and we had a rewards card for there, and we got a 40-cent discount per gallon.
And the most expensive we paid was $3.15, and that was in Monticello, Utah. Now, gas is very expensive, we thought, in Utah, but Utah, we just saw such amazing places there that we loved. So it was well worth it. And in fact, one of my very favorite places was the House on Fire ruins.
That's right.
A 1.5-mile trail led us to the House on Fire ruins, and it was just amazing. You have to wait until that special moment when the sun hits the Pueblo and ruins to make it look like it's on fire. If you're in this area in southeast Utah, this is a site not to miss, and it's close to the town of Blanding.
So one of my very favorites was in Utah. We were in southeastern Utah, was in Horse Canyon, looking for dinosaur bones. It was
fun.
So exciting for me. We met Tracy at the Dinosaur Museum in Blanding, and she was something of an expert in finding dinosaur bones. I felt like a little boy when I was out there on this hunt, and in fact we did find some pretty cool pieces and small chips. Here they are. We took these home. I hope it was okay, Utah. I'm really happy to report that we got good gas mileage while towing. We averaged 11 miles per gallon towing on this trip.
And we stayed in a total of 9 campgrounds, and we paid, how much was it, Bruce?
$2,624.
He remembers the numbers better than I do. But I
remember the money.
But I do remember that. That is a total of $17 a night, which
that's excellent.
is really, really
That's
good.
excellent. She gets all the credit for that because she locates all of these good buys. And those were nice campgrounds.
Yes, no state parks.
No boondocking.
No boondocking.
No.
All really had a lot of amenities. Very, very nice.
Right.
And
that's pretty much all we do.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what we do. And most of that time we spent in Colorado. And Colorado is just so beautiful. We're blessed to have that state. And one of my favorite places also was in Colorado. The
Crystal
Mill.
Yeah.
The Crystal Mill. And Bruce took me there for my birthday, and that place is gorgeous. We rented an ATV in Marble, Colorado, and drove up to the mill. It was a great ride in itself. The mill was built in 1893 for the miners and was a working mill for many years after that. It is one of the most photographed spots in all of Colorado.
On this trip, I did have some favorite places in Colorado. Some of them we've been to before, but we just really never tire of going back and seeing them again. But I think if I could go back to one place in Colorado, it would be Hovenweep National Monument. Just outside of Cortez, Colorado, is Hovenweep National Monument. It's a great hour-and-a-half walk around a canyon rim, down through the canyon, to see the Puebloan ruins that date from 1000 to 1300 AD.
And Bruce, if I can have one more favorite place in Colorado, please, it would be...
Every place was her favorite place.
It would be Telluride. I love Telluride.
We had a great day there, didn't we?
Telluride sits in a box canyon with beautiful mountain peaks all around. It's an old mining town that's today a very vibrant tourist destination.
As you can see, we've moved back to our RV park. We left Hall Park. But there's one other thing I wanted to mention to you about the costs that we have given you per day, $17. That's a pretty good rate.
Yes.
That does not include any electricity. We did not need to pay electricity. None of the parks that we stayed in charged electricity.
And they mainly do for if you're staying a month.
And that's one of the...
Yeah.
That's one of our considerations in choosing a park. All right, do they or do they not charge electricity? So we paid 0 electricity for those 5 months.
And for our propane, we only paid $50 for 5 months. And that was because we had really nice weather everywhere we went, so we didn't have to use the furnace. And so now I know you all are waiting for our grand total. So for our electric, which we paid nothing, propane, RV parks, diesel, we paid a total of $3,825. That is really, really good for 5 months, I think.
We didn't include groceries in that because we'd be eating anywhere we go.
Yeah.
We don't eat out a lot because Linda has a lot of food allergies.
Yes.
She cooks at home most of the time, and I like what she cooks at home
Thanks,
most of
dear.
the time.
And so a lot of you have asked about what we pay for our electronics. And so we wanted to share that with you too. We pay $37 a month for Dish. And then we have a Roku on our TV, and we pay $5.83 a month for the BritBox channel, which is English TV, mysteries, things like that, which is really good. And we pay $5.99 a month for Acorn, which is also English, Irish, things like that. And we enjoy those. And so, and the phones, for 2 of our phones with unlimited everything, we pay $90 a month. So the total for 5 months for all of our electronic use is $692. I got that right, didn't I, dear?
Yeah. And add that on to our $38.25, the price we previously gave you. Our grand total is $4,517.
That's good for 5 months. So we did a video on what we spent for last summer, and it was the same thing, 5 months. But we wanted to show you the difference, or tell you the difference. We went to some expensive places like California and Oregon. We went all the way up through California, and the RV parks were more expensive. Of course, gasoline.
A couple of them were very expensive.
Yes, and gasoline was very expensive, and we drove a lot farther. We drove 8,200 miles. We spent $7,162 compared to the $38.25 this year, and that's without electronics, both of them. And so our recommendation to you, if you're looking to save some money, go closer to home, less miles, go someplace that has cheaper gasoline, and be very careful booking RV parks, because you can save a lot of money if you look around and are cost conscious on that. But we did have a great trip this last summer, didn't we?
Great summer, of course we did.
And so what's coming up for us? Well, this winter we're going to be here in the Dallas area for a little bit, and then we're going down to Aransas Pass in Texas, which is down on the Gulf Coast. We have great weather down there. At least I hope there's going to be for this year. And it's going to be a new place for us. And guess what?
Never been there before, right?
We call it a luxury RV park.
Ooh, we'll see about that. We'll let you know about that, matter of fact.
So we'll show you some pictures and everything when we get there. And so we're excited about that. And so What's coming up, Bruce?
Well, I think we're done with our video, sweetie.
You think so?
I think we
given
are.
We've given you enough figures and everything to bore you to death.
Hey, folks, thank you for watching so much. We're glad you came along and hope you know a little bit more about what we did. And maybe we've offered some facts for you that will help you in the future. God bless each and every one of you. Be sure and subscribe. And that way you'll be notified of all future videos.
But if you have any questions on this video, just leave it down in the comments, and I will try really hard to answer all of your questions to the best of my knowledge.
And remember, may God bless America.
Yes.